Hello everybody and welcome back to Keba Plays Slay the Spire. We're going to continue the run we were doing earlier, starting off in Act 2. Oh, looks like we got to go back and pick our relic again. We're going to go ahead and pick Tiny House. It's going to upgrade Juggernaut. It's really good. Attack Potion. And we're going to take True Grit. Exhausting card is alright. It's just a good card. In case we get any curses, anything like that. It'll work out really well. Okay, let's take a look at what this second floor looks like. We can do 2 elites, this should be fine. We do have a lot of gold, so we do want to get an early shop here. So let's go here. See what we got. Alright, this guy's fun to deal with every once in a while. We're going to just try and break through as much of this as we can. Get some vulnerability on there. Can play offering if you know what? Screw it, we'll play offering. And we'll go ahead and play armaments. Upgrade everything. Try and get a little bit more damage in there. This is the one time when block isn't gonna disappear at the start of this enemy's turn because he does have blockade or barricade up right now, which is okay. We'll get through it soon enough. Shrug it off again. Now we can go ahead and just punch through that with this, but he's gonna do 20 damage to us this turn. Let's see. It's gonna cost 0 this turn. Let's do this. We'll get some of that. Some block going, get a little bit more damage. There we go. That is the best we can do right there. Which is okay. Taking a little bit more damage than I'd like, but he's almost dead. And there we go. All done. And we'll just heal a little bit of that back up. We've already got to shrug it off. More isn't bad. But I do like to get a little bit of strength going. Help us take things out a little bit quicker. Let's see what we have available. 10% more likely. This is pretty good if we can get something like Corruption. Also very good. We've got enough to buy a couple of these. So this really technically only costs 124. 270. Oh yeah, we've got enough to pick up all of these. Just enough. Alright. We'll just go ahead and pick up all of those. See if this works. Do we get treasure? Nope. No treasure. Just go ahead and take that. 100 gold. Not a big deal. We can still pick up 2 more elites if we go that way. So we're going to hit another one. At another shop. Kind of unfortunate. But, let's see, does he have anything worth buying up here? No, we can't get any of this stuff. Sucks, because a couple of these would have been pretty nice. I like this. We'll go ahead and just remove another card. Get a defend out of here. And keep on going. Ugh, this guy's a lot of fun. He's got something called plated armor, which means at the end of every turn, he's going to get 14 more armor, and that number only goes down if you deal direct damage to him. I'll go ahead and start it off this way. Not a big deal. No, we don't need to use any potions here. That's fine. Now we have plated armor, or not plated armor, it's Juggernaut, which will go ahead and deal damage to him every time we gain block, which we'll probably be doing a little bit of. And get that out of the way. Get some block going. Just get that plated armor down a little bit. And now we're not going to take any damage this turn. Which is pretty good. Alright. go ahead and play this. So this is the first time we're going to be seeing one of these. This is a power card, and you play it once, and then it's a permanent buff for the rest of that combat. So we're just constantly going to have strength, which works really well with Heavy Blade because it multiplies that amount. And Orichalcum is going to give us a little bit of armor since we didn't grab any. It's a nice synergy between Orichalcum and Juggernaut. Let's see, 18 damage, it's a lot. I'm going to take a little bit of damage here, get some extra. We're going to go ahead and do that. We'll just play armaments again, upgrade everything. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and take that, just so we don't take any damage this turn. We've already taken more than I would have liked to. And this is nice because it's going to take off plated armor for each one of those individual strikes. Go ahead and get rid of that. He's only got 1 hit point left. Plus the 7 armor he's going to get, just going to be 8 to get through, which we'll go ahead and do fairly easily. Alright, so far so good. Taking a little bit of damage, but not too bad. Do I want another wild? I can do with another wild strike. Now that we've got some strength in there, it's really going to help. We've got a few attacks that'll, bump that up. And True Grit we can use to go ahead and just get rid of some of those wounds that are going to pop up from Wild Strike. Alright, Book of Stabbing. So every time he actually deals direct damage to us, we're going to get a wound in our deck, similar to what we get with Wild Strike. We don't have any block in our hand right now. Which we got a little bit of. Let's go ahead and we're going to exhaust this. That's alright. Some more. You know what? At this point, we're going to go ahead and pop Juggernaut. Get some of that going. We're still going to take like 8 damage. Not that big of a deal, in my opinion. But we'll see how that plays out later. Another armaments, that's pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and tag everything. Only taking 12, so now we're good there. And we're just going to go ahead and get one of those. Pen Nibs active. So hopefully we get something big. Heavy Blade, not bad. Wild Strike, ooh, even better. Wild Strike plus 34 damage just from doing that. So we're going to go ahead and hit him for that. We'll True Grit here, get rid of that wound. Oh, that was lucky. I forget that it's not upgraded. Once we upgrade True Grit, we get to pick which card we want to go ahead and get rid of. But for now, it's just targeting at random. So that was kind of dangerous there. Oh, we're taking way more damage than I would like here. It's going to be rough. 18 damage this turn. Armaments. Shrug it off. 2 damage getting through, not bad. Go ahead and strike here. And you know what? We're going to go ahead and pop our Thorns. Since he's doing lots of multiple attacks. Probably should have popped the Thorns earlier on. This is kind of free damage that we were leaving on the table. 24 damage. We're not going to have enough to go ahead and take care of that, unfortunately. But we can get what little we can through there. Get some extra damage in the process. Alright. Ooh, we're getting real close to death here. This might be a pretty short run here. If that happens, I'll just go ahead and start up a new one in this video here. Go ahead and block what we can. Get that going. You know what? We're going to do this just to see if we can't get this taken care of. And we are just one short. Oh, going to pop the strength potion to get rid of that. I think that's it. We're dead here. We are dead. That's alright, though. We're both dying at the same time. Yeah, well, that's what happens sometimes. It doesn't quite work so well. Probably took a lot more damage during that than I should have. But that's okay. You know why? Because we're just gonna do it all over again. Whew. All right. Well, let's go ahead and start another one, and we'll go ahead and do. You know what? We're gonna do another Ironclad one. Just do a few of these, and then try and cycle through from there. Let's see what we got here. You can transform card, extra hit points. 99 gold to transform 2 cards, not bad. We're going to go ahead and do that one. We'll transform a defend and a strike. Bludgeon, alright. Infernal Blade, that's okay. Not great choices. Or, I mean, we didn't really have a choice, but not great cards, but that's okay. So if we go to the left, we can get 3 elites. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to go this way. Try to hit as many of those events as we can. Alright, bludgeon right off the bat. Not really necessary. We could have taken out this one. I think that probably would have been fine. We're gonna take 1 hit point worth of damage, negligible, because of burning blood. So, not really worried about it. These early battles are kind of trivial, anyways. No, we can just go ahead and I am. Ooh, you know what? Do this because we're weakened. It kind of sucks. But we'll go ahead and take care of one of those. Probably should have done Infernal Blade first, but that's okay. It's kind of RNG. There's no guarantee we were gonna get something that was gonna kill it. So, but we will this time. So take care of that. You know, we'll go ahead and take Rampage. Don't have any gold to go ahead and take advantage of Cleric this time, so we'll go ahead and leave because we don't trust him. He does look a little shady. Alright, this should be fairly easy. Take 11 damage. We can take care of that, or we can do it a little bit slower. We should be able to get Bludgeon back by the time he's ready to do something. We'll just take 1 point of damage. Once again, pretty negligible. So he's just chomping away at us. Go ahead and do that. Oh, perfect. We're going to get a little bit of block at least. And then we'll go ahead and do that. Take 2 damage. Still within our threshold of regeneration. Alright, see Bludgeon. And that'll be it. And now we're back to full. Heavy Blade, once again, still really good. But we do have Bludgeon. So I'm not as worried about that one. We'll go ahead and take Cleave. Especially considering we could run into sentries. We have a good chance of running into sentries on this floor. Oh, alright, masks. So, we can either get gold or try and get a relic. 50% good, 50% bad. I like those odds. We're going to go ahead and chance it. And, that is rough. Okay, we got a little bird cultist here. We'll do that. There we go. Take him down a couple of notches. And these guys, if you let them, if you take too long in the combat, they just scale exponentially. So you want to go ahead and take care of them as soon as you can. And that was just lucky. We've got a lot of high damage in a relatively small deck at the moment. So Berserk, gain vulnerable. You know, that could be useful against some of these. Oh, alright. Gremlin Knob. Did he just get max hit points up? Oh, that's because he was he's one of the Ascension elites that were added in So Ascension, as you go up, they add extra things. The first Ascension generates more elites, and they're a little bit tougher than your garden variety elites. We'll go ahead and just do as much damage as we can right now. He's a little bit tough to deal with. We're going to take some damage this fight. Well, maybe not as much as we might think, but we'll go ahead and do that. Let's try and get rid of him. 14 damage. Not great. Don't love that. We could defend some of this. I mean, we're not going to take him out like that. But as soon as we pop a defend, he's going to get more damage and just going to continue to grow. So I'm going to opt to take more damage probably in the short term, but we'll have opportunities to rest later on. All right, 13 damage. He can lose 2 strength. I mean, that's going to be a wash, basically, and he's not doing so much damage this turn. So now we should be able to take him out the following turn, hopefully. Fingers crossed. No whammies. Yep, there we go. Bludgeon will take care of that all day long. Alright. Oh, and we just got the key for free? What? That's cool. I'm really not shooting to try and take on the heart, especially considering I'm still having trouble just getting through a run consistently. Alright, we like that. But just for reference, once you've unlocked the Ascension with all 3 characters, you can find these keys throughout the run. Once you get all 3, then you unlock an extra boss after you beat the 3rd floor. We'll go ahead and take armaments all day long. We'll go ahead and rest up here. We'll take on this next elite here. Vuin, we like that. He's not too bad. We didn't get a great opening hand though. Let's see what we get here. Oh, well, that'll be decent enough later on. And you know what? We'll just do that. So he just does less damage. I'm gonna take a drink here real quick. Sorry if it picks it up. Mouth gets a little dry talking so much. Not quite used to, I mean, I'm a little used to it. Talk in public a lot, but we don't want to do that. We want to do this. We guess probably could have defended there or even pop the potion because this is still going to be a lot of damage. See, brain farting. Starting to talk a little bit too much and not quite thinking everything through. We'll go ahead and upgrade this. We'll upgrade Bludgeon? No, we'll upgrade Rampage? Yeah, we'll do that. I'm going to take 16 more, well, 11 more damage. Still not great. These elite fights are not going as well as we would like this go round. Alright, he's going to curse us. We've already got him down fairly well though. So we're just going to try and have that damage. Alright. Get those hits in while we can. Rampage doing wonders for us so far. Alright, and we're just going to finish this off here. Boom. Ooh, Gremlin Horn. This is good to have early on. It's nice, especially in those multi-enemy fights. I don't really like any of these cards. We're just gonna skip. No use in. See, this would be nice, but it's gonna be empty. Unfortunately, I had to risk it. Let's take a look here. Could just skip this elite, which I think we're gonna do. So we're going to go ahead and skip this elite. So here we'll go ahead and smith, and we want to go ahead and bump up that armaments. There you go. Just upgrade everything we can. Okay. So, you know, I really like the art for these. It took me forever to realize that these little mushrooms were growing out of a dead rat. I just think that's super cool. Let's go ahead and cleave. Up some defense. Well, take 2 damage. Do that. 2 damage is better than. I mean, I don't know exactly how much the -2 strength would have done for that attack, but taking 6. But you know what's better than taking 6? Just outright killing something and getting energy for it. That's wonderful. All right, take care of that. Getting a little strength, but fingers crossed he won't be able to use it. And nope, just go ahead and take him out right there. Okay. Pommel Strike's really good. Once again, I really just don't like Clash. I'm sure there's a place for it somewhere, but not in the way that I like to play the game. At least not right now. Pommel Strike, card draw, always good. We probably don't need to rest here either. We have another chance to. We'll probably hit that event. So only 1 more combat. I'm not super worried about it. We can upgrade something. And let's see. Nope, still exhaust. 3 strength's better than 11 damage. Also not bad. 0 cost. Like that. Increase by 8. You know, we like 0 cost cards. We'll take that. Relies pretty heavily on RNG as far as that goes, but oh, even better. You know what? We're gonna take the donut. Max HP, always good. Okay, this is a little bit of a tough fight here. I think we disarm. Do that. We can use both. You don't know. We're gonna drink this. Do that. I hate frail. Less block is always bad. Armaments. Do some of that, and we'll just go ahead and end the turn. This guy, the slaver in the back, he does a decent amount of damage and does some pretty nasty things. So, for example, we can't attack this turn, and all we did was draw attack, which sucks. You know what? This is not great, but we're just gonna go ahead and pass it turn. I could have played Infernal Blade there, got the attack off of it, but it wouldn't be 0 cost, or it would be only 0 cost that turn. We wouldn't have been able to play it, so we just gotta kind of suck that damage up. Armaments here. Infernal Blade. 0 cost bludgeon. Thank you. Clutch. All right. Do that and strike. Cleave for the extra damage and dead. Perfect. That was such a good. See, we held on to it and it worked out in our favor. Let's do more shrug it off. I like to get as much block as I can in Ironclad. He's got some pretty good synergies with it. Go ahead and rest. Go into this fight with as much health as we can because we're going up against Slime King, Slime Boss, Slime King. He's got a little hat there, lets you know he's the boss. The thing about this guy is he's going to split once he's taken half of his health. So when we get to that point, we want to go ahead and make sure that we get him as far under half health as we can. Exhaust all not. Nope. strike. Not a bad first turn. Because we're only 40 hit points away from all those slimes. At least the nice thing about those is you can play them if you have, like, you know, dead time. Sorry about that. Somebody trying to call me on Discord. Let's go ahead and get some. Oh, we didn't need to do that. See, I got distracted. Started doing stuff didn't need to do. So we need to get him to split this turn, or we're going to take a bunch of damage, and we'll be able to do that right there. Boom. 64. Not as great as I would have liked, but you know, it does the job. Because now we're gonna have two mobs, both with 64 health, which kind of sucks. Play the armaments, but we don't really need to. 20 damage is okay. For this, we're going to go ahead and pop our dexterity potion, which is going to give us more block. Whenever we do this, it's going to block everything. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to lay any attacks this turn, but that's okay. That's a lot of damage coming in. Let's see what we can do here. And we'll just cleave. This is going to hurt a little bit, but as I always say, health is a little bit of an expendable resource once you're actually in the boss fight. So I'm not super worried. Now, interesting thing, both of these are also going to split as well, so same thing applies. If we get them to half health, they'll be interrupted. But we don't want to do that. When we do it, we want to make sure same rule applies. We want to get them underneath half as much as possible so that the ones that spawn are a little bit easier to deal with. Go ahead and take that one out. And just 2 above getting interrupted. That stings a little bit. Wonder if we might have been able to do a little bit more had we done bash instead. Well, these are things you'll learn. Okay, and luckily for us, we got them both on a decent turn where we could just go ahead and do as much damage as possible. Now, with the 32, we could drop them under half pretty easily. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to drop them under half. Alright, 24, not bad. I'm still going to take 10 damage. That's okay. Oh, what a wonderful hand to draw, right? Just a bunch of slimes. That's great. We love that. We're going to hit that one. Try and get as many of these out as we can. Still doing damage. We're hoping for a cleave to pop up here as soon as possible. Because we're starting to get to the point where our block's going to be less effective. We're not doing as much damage. And we only have 18 health left. So if we get a turn like this, that sucks. But we'll go ahead and do that. I guess we could have done armaments first. Go ahead and some of that up. 3 health lost this turn. Not bad. But we're just getting dug into a hole. Maybe I should have tried to take out the 2 little ones first before splitting everything. I, for some reason, have just a rough time with this boss from time to time. Let me just go ahead and take out one of these. Alright, so we're not going to take any damage this turn. We finally get a little bit of a reprieve. Well, we can take out one of those, so we're going to do that. We can take out 2 of them. No. Yes, we can. We're going to take out that one with that. And we're going to take out... Take out that and that. So now we're only taking 1 damage. Oh. See? And I went too fast. Could have had another strike there. Maybe one less turn to go about with this. But we've got a little bit of time to... Yeah. We'll be able to take care of that here. And there. Well, there you go, y'all. We made it back through the first act. Just by the skin of our teeth. Definitely not as great as I would have liked. Doubling our strength. We do have... We're going to go with Juggernaut again. We like that. Okay. Ooh, Black Blood. Heal. This is a straight better version of Burning Blood. 10 hit points. That's pretty good. Cursed Key. Also, extra energy is always good. This is alright. But I'm going to go with Black Blood. We'll upgrade that. And we're on to the second act. But we're nearing the end of the episode. Thank you for watching so far. If you're enjoying this, please like the video, subscribe, and until next time, have a wonderful day.